Good day to all. The general purpose of our speech today is to inform, and the specific purpose is to inform my audience about two types of common thinking error we encounter in our daily life. And the central idea are the two types of common thinking error that we encounter in our daily life is self-blaming and all or nothing thinking. This is our introduction part. And this is the framework of the introduction part. We have 5 main points in the introduction part, which is represented by Roman 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Roman 1 is further supported by A and B. Roman 1 and 2 is our attention getter. And Roman 3 is further supported by A. Roman 5 is our thesis statement. This is our introduction. I feel like I want to give up. It's killing me. I can't make it through this. Oh my god, I will fail this time. I'm sure I can't do this. Do you ever have these thoughts in your mind? Do you ever feel stressed, depressed, and frustrated? According to a journal article by Muhammad Saiful, who is research about stress among high school students in Malaysia, found that degree of stress. Around 30% of students are mild stressed due to negative thinkings towards oneself. Common thinking error is a cognitive distortion that we might have when we encounter difficulties in our daily life. In short, common thinking errors is some kind of thinking that make some people have negative feelings in themselves. While researching or preparing for this topic, I found that there are some types of common thinking errors that we always encounter in our daily life. Today, I would like to inform you two common thinking errors that we encounter in our daily life, which is self-blaming and all or nothing thinking. Next, we will explain more about the main body.
This is our first main point. Our first main point are supported by A and B. B is then further supported by 1 and 2, which means are further supported by A and B. The first type of common thinking error is self-blaming. The self-blaming, according to an article published by Psychotherapists of America, states that blame is to hold responsible, to find fault with, to censure for something that has happened, has failed to happen, or which has had a negative impact in some way. A journal article published by researcher states that there are two types of self-blaming. The first type of self-blaming is behavioral self-blame. Behavioral self-blame is supporting detail for B. The behavioral self-blame refers to victim feel they should have done something differently, which they feel it is their fault. That causes them to feel in undeserved guilt. For example, it might have turned out better if I had done this. I should have fought back. Next is the second type of self-blaming is characterological self-blame. This is the supporting details for B. The characterological self-blame is when victims feel there is something inherently wrong with them, to which causing them to deserve to be assaulted. For example, I must be a bad person. I deserve to be raped and not believed by anyone. Next, we proceed to second main point.
I will explain about the second main point of our speech. My second main point is the second type of common thinking errors, that is all or nothing thinking and also black and white thinking. This is the second main point. So this is a framework for my second main point. So my second main point is further supported by A, B, and C. And then The B sub point is further supported by one supporting details, and the C is further supported by two supporting details. So my second type of common thinking errors is all or nothing thinking, or as known as black and white thinking. So the A and B will further explain what is all or nothing thinking. So from Center for Growth, which is a website that organized by several psychologists in America, state that all or nothing thinking is a type of thinking that limits a person's abilities to see bigger pictures and force them to make a choice between two extremes. While clinical depressions.co.uk said that all or nothing thinking is emotionally arousing, it causing overdreaming and maintains depressions. So in layman's words, you look things in absolutes, thinking in concrete, see things in either perfect or furious. So there are plenty examples of all or nothing thinking in your daily life you can see. So for example, a young woman on diet ate a spoonful of ice cream, and then she told herself that I've blown my diet completely, and this thought upset her. Then she will just continue eating the ice cream until it's finished. Another example is when you fail your test, which only contribute 20% for your entire paper grade, you start to think that you will fail in the end, and you're very frustrated and stressed. So you lose your motivate to further study again and do well in your exam. Now let's move to the conclusion part.
We will conclude our speech. Okay, this is our framework. We have the 6 points. In a nutshell, it's important to us to prevent any common thinking error in our daily life. Okay, common thinking error are original pattern of thinking that cause you feel bad and sometimes act in self-defeating ways. So how about challenging them and try to think positively? Bear in mind, it's a very positive talk propel you in the right direction. As a saying goes, what you think you become. Stay positive, and you can live a healthy life happily. So change your thoughts, and you can also change your world. Thank you for our group.